Dear literature and language lovers, educators, and everyone who dives into digital language research, my talk is on digital marketing augmented linguistically, a case of three websites. In the world of mediated realities, a human being is surrounded with a number of increasing experiences delivered through multiple apps, social media, gaming, and virtual reality technologies. Content writing is given an extra function nowadays, as verbal strategies are used to enhance the perceptual power exercised on media consumers. In the realm of digital marketing, a text is not a text anymore, but a medium for sell and consumer interaction, a conglomerate of the well-knit textual elements endowed with a particular value and argumentative power. This research shares insights into cognitive prerequisites of website content writing. Two perspectives are taken: the conceptual level through the lens of image schema theory and structural linguistics for verbal features, possible effects on the audience, and consumers' choices and predecisions made in favor of certain digital marketing companies. Theoretically, the study relies on the findings of the image schema theories applied to digital marketing content. Firstly, it is the image schema notion by Mark Johnson, which is a recurring dynamic pattern of our perceptual interactions and motor programs that gives coherence and structure to our experience. The scope of this notion comprises the idea that image schemas are directly meaningful. They are experienced and embodied, highly schematic. They are continuous and exist beneath conscious awareness. Secondly, brain areas formerly thought to be purely sensory motoric are turning out to have important roles. In this regard, language preserves the schematic traces, which can be used deliberately for making readers do certain actions in response to the schematic charged website text. Thirdly, it is recognition of the flexible nature of the image schemas and that such flexibility becomes manifest in the numerous transformations they undergo in various experiential contexts. Schemata do not exist separately as a sort of filters in the process of perception, but as their numerous combinations and stimulate the cell and customer interactions based on specifically designed website text. Methodologically, the paper provides for linguistic observations over the verbal manifestation of image schemas in the text of three websites in digital marketing industry selected by random choice. The case study comprises the websites of such companies as the Imagists, Moxie Sozo, and Creative Directing Group. The website textual content was taken as material and language data for conceptual and linguistic analysis. The procedure includes description of websites, identifying image schema charged language units, identifying clusters, categorizing and explaining interactions and interrelations in schematic verbalization, revealing dominant combination, evaluating website impact. The imagists stand out for such meanings as range, holistic, unification, wholeness, completeness, general, universal, total vision, created due to the verbal means actuating part and whole and circle image schema. Path and source path goal, actuated through the syntactical structure from to, support the meaning of wholeness. A particular feature of the images is that the up-related verbal means activate the cluster of image schemas with vertical orientation plus mass count representing the concept of manyness. With center periphery, the meaning of customer uniqueness is delivered to the audience, realizing the concepts of centripetence, placing customer in the center of attention, whereas particular needs and nuances are represented as periphery due to lexical units with the meanings of tailoring, dedication, needs, details, identity, authenticity. The link image schema represents the meanings of help, interaction, cooperation, partnership, relationship, collaboration, and connection. The cluster of enablement, removal of restraint, attraction represent the meanings of allowing, gaining success to something, removal of restrictions, attraction, plus a certain shade of force meaning is traced, as in ensuring execution. The equilibrating language, actuating balance and scale creates the effect of measurement and balance. The transformational group is represented by rotation. Here, the concept of magic is implemented in the meaning of transformation, renovation, turning into, redoing. The light-dark image schema represents representation predetermines the automatized perception due to the concepts of brightness, light, turn on. Muxi Sozo's slogan is based on the concept of creativity, incorporated in every section of the website and augmented with the network of image schemas. The cluster of in-out, containment, full empty, center periphery schemata represent the idea of unconventional and non-traditional approach of the company to the work. The image schema in also combined with across due to the meaning of everywhereness and omnipresence. The cluster of content, link, attraction, enablement, removal of restraint schemata actuates the concepts of interaction with clients, customer attraction and engagement, as well as removal of restriction. The cluster of path, scale, length, across, wide, narrow schemata represents the scope of the services and vast activity due to prepositions of such prepositions as across, around, and lexical units denoting large territories. With rotation, image schema, actuation, the meaning of transformation, changing the reality, metamorphosis, improvements, renewal, conversion, and reinvention are reinforced. CDMG's slogan highlights the meaning of direct response, organizing a network of key ideas augmented by schemata actuation. The cluster of containment, part whole plus out, center periphery, schemata highlight the concept of getting something from something. At the same time, there is the concept of building blocks with the meaning of adding, activating, iteration, and up schemata. The up plus iterations cluster of image schemas shapes the basis of a set of concepts verbalized as up is good and replicating, adding new elements, creating the meaning of building the foundation or support. At the same time, the up image schema may reinforce the meaning of bigness, something voluminous, reorienting the conceptual attention to horizontal direction and to various directions, augmenting the concept of scale, across, extension, motion, and related image schemas. Other image schemas, such as scale, length, across, motion, shape the meaning of volume, measurement, scope, extension, everywhereness, omnipresence, multitude, manyness, with the focus on location. The cluster of past, source, path, goal image schemas is less noticeable here, but may stimulate the effect of dynamicity and responsiveness. The cluster of counterforce, enablement, removal of restraint, scale, schemata represents the meaning of power, immediate action, approaching, attacking, acting in response, enabling, removal of obstacles, measuring force, strategy. The combination of counterforces trait represent the concept of target with the meaning of attacking, targeting, the meaning of influence in the target audience and prospect is augmented with the idea that such power is measurable. Some other image schemas are rotation, matching, and process. Not numerous in the website content, they ensure the completeness of messages and serve as linking elements between image schema projections. rotation and the meanings of transformation and complete change, conversion, turning into changing state are marked by prefix re. Matching softens the meaning of a tag and may produce a harmonizing textual effect. Process image schema may enhance the effect of stability of the digital marketing company advertised. The linguistic portrait of CDMG speaks for the dominance of the force-related verbalization and the website's high interactive potential. Major findings include: firstly, the website language is not a plain text but a set of specific messages packed into specific verbal means. Secondly, the website language is highly hyperbolized. However, the figurative language is not enough to produce powerful effects. Therefore, the effect of reaching the audience may be achieved through schematic aggregations, activating specific meanings which facilitate the delivery of key selling messages to the audience. Thirdly, the delivery of key ideas is augmented by formal or semantic and contextual verbalizations of recurrent image schemas. These are lexical units bearing direct or figurative meanings as well as morphological and grammatical forms typical for image schema projections. Thus, the dominant image schemas in all three case studies belong to force group and spatial group. Their recurrence speaks for the automated language use and content perception of the website advertising messages, which are likely to be consumed by prospective clients as a matter of natural course of events. In conclusion, we can state that the website text language is heavily enhanced with verbalized traces of image schemas. The problem of website augmentation is a prospective field of studies and can be applied in practical terms in other domains of human experience, such as social, ecological, media campaigns aimed at evoking pro-social action. Thank you very much for listening and sharing the ideas on the website Language Power.